much. And for those who are assembled here to witness this historic moment, thank you so very much. It is an honor for me to announce Beyond Inclusion by CyberXR Coalition. CyberXR Coalition is a diversity and inclusion effort by XRSI. I'm the founder of XRSI, and it's something that's so personal to me, and it makes me so proud that there are some key entities that have taken it upon themselves to make inclusion a priority for the metaverse. It's going to be tons of technologies that will converge. We will have artificial intelligence, brain-computer interfaces, AR, VR, all these fantastic technologies coming together. However, we already have a deficit, a debt around diversity, which is why the details of Beyond Inclusion is that we are going to provide 100% free scholarship to underrepresented minorities to gain VR, AR, immersive technologies education so that they are job ready, they have the skills, go right back to these technology ecosystems, these big tech companies. And I'm so proud to now introduce our very first sponsor for this program, Beyond Inclusion program. Wouldn't have been possible without their support. Thank you so much. With me have Christina Weaver from Meta. Christina, if you want to say a few words and why this is important to you.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Hi, good afternoon, everyone. And Kavya, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to share the stage with you and to be a part of this really incredible program. At Meta, my name is Christina Weaver Jackson, and I work on public policy, but for Meta Reality Labs, which I'm sure most of you in this room know, is the division within Meta that focuses on the metaverse, augmented reality, and virtual reality and related technologies. And as we think about what it's going to take to build this future, especially as we look toward the metaverse and all the potential that it can bring, approaching it with an eye towards really important, responsible design concepts like privacy, safety, inclusion being one of those really, really important concepts. It's just really paramount for us, and it's something that we've enjoyed working alongside XRSI for some time to kind of work towards these types of goals. Equity in the metaverse is something that we have put a lot of value on. And when we talk about that, we're talking about equity in the technology, equity in the access to opportunity, equity in the actual economic driver that I think the metaverse can really be. And in order to do that, the pipeline is incredibly important, right? The people who are building the technologies, who bring diverse experiences, the people who are developing these experiences and developing different content that creates a place that's welcoming is incredibly important, and we're just really thrilled to be a part of this program because we think it's going to be a really important driver for helping to build out that foundational pipeline that will be building these technologies. So just again, really, really want to thank you for the opportunity and looking forward to doing this really important work.
Thank you, Christina. Christina, and I also want to thank you for, this is not the first time me working with Christina, but there are people like Christina and many others at Meta who really deeply care about these issues. And this is a prime example of why we would band together, because this is just that important. We can't leave people behind to try to build a metaverse that thinks that everybody is included. We have to literally, we have to intervene. So think of it as an intervention and be a part of this movement. So if you know someone that can benefit from this program, just let them know that, hey, you aspire to be an XR professional, here's some money, here's some support, here's some people who really care about you. With that said, I want to bring in another person who is really, really important in this effort, Rahel. And if you could just move the next slide, the slide over. Rahel from the XR Bootcamp. Thank you. Thank you, Christina. And if you want to take a seat.
Here. Yeah, hi. Yeah, we've heard it so many times from tech leaders announcing their support to diversity and inclusion. However, today, when we are looking at the statistics and at the tech companies, executive management consists of 96% of male and white leaders. So how come? These diversity issues have real severe consequences for all of us. So, for example, when we are looking at software, there is recruitment software and it only suggests, or it doesn't suggest, for example, women to recruitment personnel. Or when we are looking at face recognition software. Face recognition software has really issues to recognize black skin. So I'm just worried that as an industry, as an XR industry, diversity and inclusion, these kind of like facts, severe facts, have become the norm, and that we are too late to do something about it. But today we are still a small industry, and I think if we act now, we can do something about it and achieve something that other tech industries have not been able to achieve before. So how do we actually achieve that? For me, obviously from XR Bootcamp, I think that education is one of the major stepping stones that we can do to achieve diversity and inclusion. And on the other hand, of course, we don't only need to educate people, but we also need to provide them with the networks, with the career networks. So at XR Bootcamp, yeah, we've looked at coding bootcamps, and coding bootcamps, I mean, there's, for example, in the US, there is around 300 coding bootcamps, and it's a proven model. So when you're coming, if you're like, for example, a hairdresser or a designer or a marketer, and you just want to get into a job with high salaries where you have really career opportunities, you can go to a coding bootcamp, upskill yourself, and quickly get to the jobs. And you don't need to absolutely go to university and waste 3 to 5 years, a lot of money, but you can instead go to a coding bootcamp and upskill. And at XR Bootcamp, yeah, we believe we want everyone to get the opportunity to really benefit from our high-profile, award-winning trainers and mentors, and also we are offering advanced level courses. And there's a lot of senior developers taking our advanced level courses, and they are also always looking to hire from our junior graduates. So we believe that we have actually proven ourselves and that we basically cracked the code to upskill young talent. And yeah, I mean, I'm really thankful that together with Beyond Inclusion, together with XRSI, together with Meta, together with the Cyber XR Coalition, we are now able to start on our vision to upskill 100 students per year to join the XR industry from diverse and underrepresented communities.
That's so cool. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rahel. And as I, bring up this slide, I just want to speak from on behalf of Noble Ackerson, who is the president of Cyber XR Coalition. Noble adds, "This is personal to me, and I am proud to lead this effort." He is actually himself an African-American man who has often felt invisible. As he adds, "All my life, I've been dealing with visible and invisible inequalities. Now that we are creating a new technological domain, I can't stress enough the need for diverse voices and inclusive solutions to ensure that we get the outcome that we speak to, that speaks to our values, and we can do better together." On the next slide, you'll see the team behind this effort. Of course, we have our very first sponsor, Meta. A lot of the policy folks from Meta Reality Labs are part of this effort, really been involved in this. And hopefully, we will write at least, with the given amount, at least 15 success stories with this program. But with more sponsorship, we intend to graduate at least 100 each year, and maybe more. And that's a good, number to have as an aspirational. I do want to say this is also personal to me. I don't know if any of you know, I used to be a hairstylist back in Chicago for like 5-6 years. I made $10 an hour, did hairstyling, and then I had a dream that I wanted to be a cybersecurity officer. Till date, I'm paying my student loans back, but it was still worth it. I took all the student loans, and just a couple of days ago, received my 16th, 17th award for being like the badass in cybersecurity. So it's kind of worked out. And I feel like if somebody has a dream, they shouldn't have to incur tons of debt just to be the awesome person that they are. So that's why I'm really urging you, if you know someone awesome with some dreams, just let them know that we're here for them. And if they want to become an XR professional, Meta, Cyber XR, and XR Bootcamp, we will go beyond inclusion. We will create equity, and we will make their dreams come true. At least we will help them to the best of our ability, all the way to placing them into the tech ecosystems where these voices are really needed, because decisions are being made about us and we're not consulted. And so consider this an intervention and come with me to be part of this movement. This is our timeline, and we're going to start a cohort in about August, but there's going to be hopefully multiple cohorts that we do with XR Bootcamp, sponsors like Meta. I want to encourage all the 59 other people that were at Davos, that were part of the WEF Metaverse initiative. All of those 59, Accenture, Qualcomm, Unity, all of those that are on that panel, your Metaverse initiative means nothing to me if you're not supporting inclusion, equity, and diversity. And I would literally make those statements public and call people out, because this is way too important to ignore. So at the end, if you want to support us, whether you're a student, a sponsor, teacher, please connect with us, and you can find all the details. Once again, thank you so much, Christina, for traveling from DC, and Rahel from Germany. This is that important to us, and I really appreciate you sticking around.